Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. JD here, and this is Legacy Outdoors. In today's video, I'm going to be going over my fridge and power station setup. So currently I'm using a SetPower RF30 dual zone 12 volt electric cooler. All right, it's 32 quarts. It's a dual zone, so there's a small compartment and a larger compartment. You can set it up however you want. Small can be the freezer, can be the fridge, large can be the freezer fridge. Both can be a fridge, both can be a freezer, however you want to do it. It's simple, very easy to use. So typically I run it as just a fridge, both sides of the fridge. The smaller side, I keep my drinks, my Cokes, my Sunkist, my Fantas, the things I can't live without. And then on the other side, the larger side, I keep my food and condiments and stuff like that. It's big enough for like one person. If I go camping, man, I can have enough food and drinks in there for a few days. If the family goes, maybe a little smaller, maybe one day, possibly two, depending on where we're eating. But if you set it up as a freezer, it cools really quickly. It can get down to -4 degrees Fahrenheit. There's two modes. You have a max mode that uses around 40 watts of energy, and then the eco mode that uses 28 watts. I typically run it on eco all the time because the power station lasts longer, right? So you have a DC cord and an AC cord that's included, so you can use it in the house. If there's 120 volt, you can plug it into your car for 12 volt. You can use it anywhere. There's a SetPower app that you can download for your phone that lets you monitor the overall temps. It lets you change the zones. It lets you change the temps without having to get in the back of the truck or get into a trailer or wherever you keep it. It's just easy to use on your phone. The fridge itself, empty, obviously, it weighs about 25 pounds. And the best thing about it, no more buying ice. It sounds like not that big a deal, but let me tell you, buying ice is such a pain, especially when you're camping in some areas that ice is hard to find or kind of far to find. You have to leave your campsite, go get ice. No more of that. So definitely a game changer for me. I'm gonna tell you about the power station, and then I'll get you off the tripod and I'll kind of show you my setup in both of them in more detail. All right, so on the other side of the house is the power station, the thing that makes the fridge run. So there's a ton of brands out there, all different price points, big, small, whatever. And like I said, with a 28 watt fridge on eco mode, you don't need the largest power station to make this thing run for a few days. So the Pecron power station that I'm using is the E2400 portable power station. It's 2048 watt hours. It's a LiFePO 4 battery in there, and it gives you 3,500 plus life cycles. There's 12 outputs on there, anything from AC 120, plugs, house plugs. You got DC, you got USB-A's, you got US Type C's, all types of different things. There's 12 different ways to do it. For a quick charge, when you're charging it from the AC mode, it's about an hour and a half quick charge. You can charge it through AC, DC, or solar panel, and it does quick on all of them. So the overall power station's about 44 pounds. Yeah, so it's kind of on the heavy side, but I don't move it around. I have it set up in the back of the truck all the time, right behind the fridge, and I'll show you that in a minute. This power station itself will run this fridge 5 to 6 days currently. So we're in the summertime. It gets 100, 110, 120 degrees in the back of the camper shell, so the fridge is running more often now. I had a smaller power station all winter. I think it was like 620 something watt hours, and it would run this fridge for 4 days without having to be recharged. Obviously, when it got a little hotter, it was about a day and a half, so I was having to charge it every day. So I decided to get a bigger power station that lasts longer. And so far, this one has been perfect. So other than that, I do have the fridge on a fridge slide that I bought from Amazon, and I'll show you all this here in a minute. It's a Joy Tutus fridge slide, It's got a tilt on it. It helps with easy access, especially with the camper shell. It holds up to 290 pounds. My fridge is 25 pounds, so nowhere near that. There's plenty of tie down options. It's on heavy duty slides that lock into place. And a cool thing about it, it came with a little molly panel. So I'll show you that. I have some little molly panel bags that I can store my koozies or a quick knife or any type of stuff on there. So let me get you off and let me show you my setup and how I have it set up in the back of my truck. All right guys, so there's the fridge. I haven't done a video on this box down here yet. That's all my cooking supplies and all that type of stuff. I need to do an updated video on my overall truck bed camper setup. I did do a video on this box and what all's in there, my bed platform. You can check that video out. I'll link it at the end of this video. But yeah, so there is the fridge. Like I said, there's a molly panel on the side. My Pecron power station's back there. Yeah, so let me slide it out and I will give you a closer look. All right, so to slide it out, you just have these two levers. Just click them down and it slides out. It'll come about halfway out before it tilts, and then it'll tilt down. There's the fridge. It's tilted down right now. I keep my paper towel on a little bungee over here, easy access for when I cook or whatever. There's two LCD screens. So you have your power button, you have your mode, so either max or eco, and then you have your small compartment, large compartment. Each one has its own setting, plus or minus, to raise the temp. I have it set on 35 degrees. Like I said, it'll go down to -4 degrees Fahrenheit. So when you open it, it has two compartments. So like I said, I keep my drinks in here, and then I keep my food and some water right now because I haven't been camping here in a while. But I do keep some different condiments and stuff in there that I'll cook lunch at work sometimes. It has this little shelf right here that fits like a 12-pack of carton of eggs. So yeah, that's normally what I'll have there. Let me climb up into the truck and I will show you, well actually, hold on. Like I said, there's a little molly panel on the side. It actually goes on the other side when you set it up, but I rigged it up to where it could go on this side. And like I said, I have this little bag. I have a thing where I keep my koozie in there, and then I have a Leatherman right there. Overall, I've been very happy with this. Let's see. Here's the power station right here. 100%. It says it's got 408 hours. Currently, it's not even running. But yeah, you got your inputs right here for your 12 volt, 32 volt max. If you need to run your power or solar panel or whatever, you can charge right there. You have your, I keep my AC charger in there so I can charge it from time to time. We have three 120 volts, and then there's all your other DC outs, your USB type C's, type A's, and all that stuff. And then on this side here, let's see if you can see it right there. It's like an battery expansion. So they sell different battery expansions for this, and you can plug it in right there if you need it. So yeah, it's kind of a bigger power station, kind of heavy, but it sits right there at the end of the fridge slide, and very easy to get to. I run my cord to right here, so all I have to do is plug it in there. I don't have to get it out. But yeah, overall, I'm loving this fridge. I keep all my decals on the side from the Gumby Gathering too, and then most of the people that was there that had stickers, I got them on there. But yeah, I love decals, patches, that type stuff. So yeah, it locks in place. Like I said, this Joy Tutus, there's different places here where you could strap it down. This fridge doesn't really have any tie down areas. That's probably the only downfall that I would say. It hasn't been a big deal. It's because it's in there snug. This fridge I did, because it was wider than what I needed. So I took a board and I cut it to size, and so that way the fridge doesn't slide back and forth. But when I'm at camp, if I have my paper towel there, I'll put my ketchup, my drink, whatever up there out of the way. Plus it's in the shade. So yeah, so that's how I have it set up. So yeah guys, like I said, this is a piece of equipment that I never really thought I'd have. I had a K2 cooler, so Yeti type cooler, K2 brand. Have multiple different types of coolers, big, small, whatever. Have an Arctic that I used to have back here, and just never thought I would need a fridge. But since having this fridge in October, I keep it in here now. Like I can't live without it. Being able to go out and get some cold water or cold Coke any time of day, not having to worry about if the ice is melted, is awesome. I don't know about you, people who have camper shells, like it gets hot back there, so ice doesn't last very long in the summer. Even in a K2 or a Yeti cooler that say it'll last for 5 to 7 days, not gonna happen with the amount of heat that's just stagnant back there all day. So yeah, so hopefully you like this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Haven't had a video in a couple weeks. We were at youth church camp, so that kind of threw my schedule off, but we had a great time up there. But yeah, now that it's summertime, hopefully I can get out and about and get some more content for you guys. If you have any videos that you want to see, leave that down below. I'll interact with you. Subscribe to the channel, share, like, comment, do it all. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you next time. God bless you.